one of the other things you need to learn, and again it applies to all dancers, is weight transference. If you don't transfer your weight properly, then you'll never ever get to look smooth, you'll never get on Strictly. Don't forget, if you really want to learn to dance, then find yourself a good dance school, a good dance teacher, and they'll take you through all of this. If you're just doing beginner stuff in classes, that's fine, because you can use this to improve yourself. But then you can carry on with your teacher, go to private lessons and become a star. So, weight transference. It's very easy to just take the step, which is what tends to happen a lot in the early days when you learn, and it just goes. And what I always like to see or teach in dancing is what we call the in-between movements, and that's the point where the body moves across. And it's the in-between movement from taking the step and actually ending up on the other foot. Now, this is very important because it eliminates that. It doesn't matter what dance you're doing, if you're going to do ballroom or Latin or any sort of dance, when you take a forward step, it's exactly the same. So you're moving forward, and then you reach the point where the in-between part is the weight transference. Now, if you don't get that right, you'll definitely do that on all your forward and backward steps. So even if you're going backwards, it tends to take your backward step, and then be aware that there's a point where the body's moving in between the two steps. In between the two steps. So that the middle section, which is easy to miss out, is that point where the weight transfers from one leg to the other. Very important in all your dances, even in your tango. You still have a weight transference. It's no good stomping it out in tango. There's still that weight transference which gives you control. So we'll do that again and replay it nice and slowly. We're taking the step, the body's moving across, and there's the in-between bit, and then the weight finally gets there. Now, we're not doing specific footwork or technique, this is general. When you do your technique, again, don't forget, if you're doing your waltzes, heel and then rise and so on. That's a different story. So just practice literally moving forward and moving backwards. And again, be careful not to. That's easy done as well, the bobby horse thing. And again, you can even do it when you step to the side. You get this bobbing up and down. It must be level, so nothing all stays level. So that's weight transference. Try and practice it, and then once you've got the feel of it, you can then apply it to your dancing, and you'll look fantastic, believe me. This is weight transference. Okay. What we also need to do, again, probably a little bit more important in ballroom, is the closing foot. Now, the closing foot is very, very important, because if it closes too quickly, again, you won't look right. So just practice putting a little bit of weight into that closing foot. Close. It's difficult on the carpet, but we'll get round to the ballroom. Just close that foot nice and slowly, and a little bit of pressure into the floor. So you're combining now your weight transference from side to side, and then pressure on the closing foot. So it doesn't you're going to be skippy, do you? And again, it even applies when you're moving forward. The closing foot behind needs that little bit of pressure. Because if you don't get the pressure into the closing foot, you just fall onwards. So think in terms of, we do this in separate pieces. Don't try and do it all at once. Closing foot, pressure into the floor. Don't leave the floor or jump. Put the pressure and it'll smooth you out. Thank you.